Hey guys, this is Lucas. I'm not a professional, and neither are most people on this platform. According to rough sources I could find online, only a small percentage of people on this platform, active channels, are eligible for monetization, and even a smaller percentage are making sustainable income such that they are above the poverty line. Now, why do I bring this up? I don't bring this up to be pessimistic or fatalistic. I mean this to say that we don't need to impress anybody. Smaller channels, you don't need to worry so much about the algorithm gods and about showing up in people's feeds and about whether or not you have the right topics. You know, we're not being paid a salary. We don't need to make sure that we make certain content at certain times to put food on the table. So for smaller creators, I think that this should be quite liberating because we're not professionals. We're learning. This is a learning experience, and you are going to make this creative thing and put it out into the world and let it flourish and let it grow however it does. Many people, myself included, have anxiety around getting started, just putting yourself out there. Some of us worry about making a good YouTube video or making a video that does well, but honestly, smaller channels just make whatever video you want to make. Keep your sites open and just make whatever content you want. There's no excuse not to create when there are no stakes yet. You're not depending on this for your livelihood yet. So it should be encouraging to have a place where you can just dump all of your art and dump all of your creative output. Because at the end of the day, what happens if you make a bad video and you're a small creator? You get one mean comment and it's a shitty video? So what? Make another video. Learn from that. Because even the cruelest feedback is important and valuable. And you should be paying attention to feedback. You should be paying attention to whether or not a video is boring or dragged out, or they can't hear you clearly, or you're not well lit. You should always pay attention to what kind of feedback you're getting. In addition, if you don't get started, you're never going to get better. If you don't make videos, you're never going to get better at the act of making videos. It's just like being a good dungeon master. You can read all the theory you want, but the only way you're going to improve is by practice and exposure, getting yourself out there and actually doing the thing. Also, fuck analytics and fuck the comments. I'm not meaning this towards good comments and people who mean well, but the algorithm and the comments, I feel like we have a bit of a misplaced priority when it comes to the algorithm and it comes to comments. And we always have to be like, oh, I want this to be a 1 out of 10. I want this to be my best video. I want this to have a good click-through rate, and I want this to have good comments. It's not in your control how your video is received. Even the best YouTubers only know the algorithm to a certain extent. And worrying about that first is going to hurt your creativity when making new content. It's going to affect the artistry that you're trying to present. And I mean this sincerely. A surefire way to dig yourself into a deep depressive hole is to worry about the algorithm gods or mean comments that some jerk leaves on your videos. Make sure that you just put your art first and look at feedback and look at where you can improve, but don't take any of the algorithm not picking up your videos or mean comments being put on your videos. Don't take any of that to heart. So get out there and try, because the worst thing that can happen is that you try and it doesn't work out. I mean, but you have a chance of your channel growing and you have a chance of people liking your stuff. So which would you rather choose? A chance at success with maybe a chance of a video not doing so poorly, or never trying and guaranteeing that you're going to fail? I'd much rather prefer the former. At least you have a chance of not failing. You have a decent chance of improving your craft, you can improve your artistry, and overall be in a better place than if you just don't try in the first place. one of my current hobbies that I've been enjoying is subscribing to channels that have at least fewer than 100,000 subscribers, and usually fewer than 5 to 10,000 subscribers, because I like seeing the growth and I like seeing channels improve over time, and I like seeing them learn how their cameras work, how their audio works, what the audience kind of likes, things about their personality that they can expand on and dramatize, and just the whole ecosystem of making videos just fascinates me. So my advice to just YouTube channels that are just starting out, or YouTube channels that have been at it for a while and don't have a good subscriber count, just keep at it. You never know when something's going to hit, and you can always create as an expression of yourself, as an extension of your own being. So get out there and make some videos, and I'm going to do the same. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about that because that's been something that's been buzzing around my mind like a bee. So yeah. Anyway, take care everyone. I'm going to go play some Baldur's Gate, so I'll catch you later.